guys, welcome back. All right, so I deemed it fit today to show us materials, their quality, their prices as regards to our senator outfits. So now I want to start from showing us the materials first, as shown as you can see on the shelf. This is one of my dealers in Owerri here, right? So this is the fabric he sells. So now I came to buy material and I decided to make a video on the prices and their textures and their names as well. So this from let's start from here. So we have here to be the stripe, a fabric stripe. Now this price for this is being sold for 1.5 maximum, depending on your locality, right? And these are stripe materials, 1.5 maximum, but the least you can get this will be around 1.4, right? And then here is damask. They have higher damask and lower damask. Any material that has a print, fanciful print this way, is called damask. Now it's being sold for 715 for the lower one, and then this one as well is a blue version of it, damask as well. It's sold for the 715 for the lower one, and this is also a stripe fabric 1.5 as well, and this is a check fabric as well, 1.5 1.4, depending on your connection, right, and your locality, right. And all these areas are damask, 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 and this is stripe as well, and this is damask as well. So as you can see, any material that has a design in it is called damask, right? Both the colored ones, the plain ones, and everything, these are called all damask materials. These materials are called damask, and the prices are different, right? Now this one now I have here is a cashmere fabric, cashmere outfit. Fabric is it's called Cashmere 220. Cashmere 220. As you can see the name written on it, right? You see Cashmere Super Wool, right? 220S. Now they have the higher grade of this and they have the lower grade. Now the higher grade is being sold for 7.5, 8,000, depending on your dealer, and the lower grade is being sold for 3,000, 3.5, depending as well on your dealer, right? So it's advisable to use cashmeres in your outfit sewing for customers that pay you well. And then these are called bell materials. They have this kind of a stronger feeling, like it's school uniform like. It's called bell materials or jumper texture, right? And then these are the normal stock. These ones are called stock. Now this stock is being sold for 1.5 as well. It's called stock. These ones are called stock. As you can see, stock cashmere, right? Stock cashmere. And then still on that, you still have these other ones down as well. That still being called stock materials, all this white. These ones are also called stock. Now the textures is a bit thick, it's a pure cotton, right? It's a pure cotton material. And then we also have another part of the damask. This is sold for 3,035. This is a bigger damask. It's sold for 3,035. As you can see how well printed they are, right? It's sold for 3,035. It can be used to sew your regular senator outfits, your suit materials, and everything, right? It's the actual material meant for suits for the damask section. All right, so now this man we have here is called CS, right? Cashmere CS is being sold for 3K as well, 3K, 2.5, depending on your dealer. You know, all these materials can be bargained, can be priced. So don't stick to prices, right? So you can buy them as low as possible depending on your dealer. So they have CS, right? So this is the only version of it. CS is being sold for 2.5, 3,000, 3.5, depending on color. And bear in mind that color availability as well affects the price, right? The price, right? So this cashmere CSS, right, is being sold for 2.5, 3K. It also depends on your dealer. So there are a lot of them. So for now, we are going to make do with this. As you can see how fanciful they are. So this is also called stock materials. Majority of the materials we have here is stock, right? And then these other ones are called the shirt materials, the vintage. This is where you see vintage materials, vintage stripes, vintage checks, and vintage designs, right? So these other ones as well are called stock, the stripe materials, the chinos, like if you call it chinos material. It's also a shirt material for combat shorts and stuff. And then we also have the shago fabric. The shago materials, they have levels of this. They have the one they call the Feni original, It's being sold for 15K yard. They have the one they call the um, pure wool, right? Or Oka Wiz is being sold for 354K yard, and this one as well is being sold for 5,000. It's still for Ishago, right? This material is called the um um what's the name of the material? The texture micro. Okay, it's micro, right? So this one as well is the shagon as well. So they have different textures. So what you will do is when you go to the market, you always ask your dealers the names of all these things for you to be aware of the prices and the range. Make inquiries from the local market for you to know how these things can be done or can be bought. Right? Don't only hope on what you hear online. Make your findings. Enter your market price. There is no harm in pricing. So you just have to see this. All right, guys. So I will be leaving you guys here, and then I will also show you some other parts of fabrics as well. Also, the Ankara, the laces as well. He also sells them. So this is for the female section. So for the female sections, they sell all of this. You have the high target materials for the Ankara. All right. So they have different grades of this. So I also have the laces, the cheap article laces, and everything. So you also have the damask. These are the damask. They're white as well, and they have the ishago, everything. Yeah. So if you still wish to buy this in bulk, you can still contact me. I think I can still help you to procure this and send to you. Right. It's better to give somebody you trust your money than give and buying from a person that you don't trust. So these are the ankaras as well for your regular outfits, practicals and stuff. So you can make use of these ones, right? All right, guys. So I'll be leaving here, you guys here, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.